Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mertajam, northern part of Peninsular Malaysia, and now I'm staying in Kluang Johor, the southern part of Peninsular Malaysia. Welcome everyone. Now as you know, I'm now uploading my book Level 2, which is a bilingual book, meaning to say I use Bahasa Melayu and English in this book. So for every chapter there are 40 altogether. So for every chapter, the explanation part, I use English and Bahasa Melayu to explain. But for all the exercises, it is 100% English. Because this is an English grammar book, of course we have to use English, and I think the students are able, the students meaning to say those who, requested that I use Dwi Bahasa or bilingual to teach. I believe they understand when we do all these exercises. I believe they can, because there are examples given. Okay. So far level 2 I feel that it's still okay, not that difficult, but I'm now starting my book 3, and I have actually increased the level. So book 3 is harder than book 2. But then what is the difference? Actually there's no difference if you are talking about the content, because every chapter in level 1 will be in level 2, will be in level 3, and so on. But the questions become harder and harder, more and more challenging, that's all. Okay, so I have mentioned time and again, you can't say that because you have learned prepositions in year 4, when you go to form 4 you don't have to learn prepositions. That's not true. Okay, until we come out to work, we still use prepositions in our daily life, in writing, in speaking. Okay, we need to use add in, on, under, for, about. I don't think that you have learned before, you don't need to learn anymore. That is totally untrue. Okay, so let me directly now teach you lesson 39, second video, or the last video. If you have this book, please turn to page 129 if you have this book. So as usual, I will explain and I will read. You just have to listen. So for this lesson, you have to give positive and negative short answers. The answers are short. Why? Because it is for spoken English. We use it to speak. All these short 3 words. If we have to write, usually we write the long sentence. Okay? So short sentences are for speaking purposes. So you can see that if I start with the word could in front of a person is a question. Could behind a person is an answer, a full stop. Or negative couldn't behind a person is a full stop. That means it is an answer. If you put did in front of people, animals, places and things, so did in front, it is a question. Will in front of a person is a question. Must in front of a person, animal, things or places is a question. Can in front of a person is a question. Was in front of a person is a question. Should in front of a person is a question. Is in front of a person is a question. Has in front of a person is a question. So you have to look at the position. If I ask could, you answer could. If I ask did, you answer did. If I ask will, you answer will. If I ask must, you answer must. If I ask can, you answer can. If I ask was, you answer was. If I ask should, you answer should. If I ask is, you answer is. If I start with has as a question, you answer with has. If it is the negative, could becomes couldn't. Did becomes didn't. Will becomes won't. Remember, will not is won't. Don't ever say willn't, because there's no such word. Must become mustn't. Can becomes can't. Was becomes wasn't. should becomes shouldn't, is becomes isn't, has becomes hasn't. Okay, so this is it. Let me just read. Could Shankar find the way to your house? If it is a yes, yes he could. Shankar is a man or a boy, so you need to change it, you see. Your second word must be I, you, we, they, he, she, it. You cannot say yes Shankar does. You say yes he does. If no, in this situation, yes he could, no he couldn't, because the question we use a could to ask. Did the players train hard for the badminton competition? I asked did, so you answer did. Yes, they did. The players, there's an S there, that means many. So when it's many, the pronoun is they. So yes, they did, no, they didn't. Will Jebat further his studies in Kuala Lumpur? Will, so will. Yes, he will. Negative, no, he won't. Must Adam wash his shoes every weekend? Must, so your answer, yes, he must. And then no, he mustn't. Can my sister go to your house tomorrow? My sister is she, Adam is he, Jebat is he. The players many is they, Shankar is he. So yes, she can. If no, no, she can't. Was Miss Wang in the office just now? I asked was, so the answer is was. Yes, she was. Miss Wang is a lady. So you need to use she, the pronoun. Your answer cannot be yes, Miss Wang does. You have to change to the pronoun. And then if no, no, she wasn't. Should we tell our teacher about the class trip? We becomes you. So yes, you should. No, you shouldn't. I start with should. Your answer is should. If no, is shouldn't. Is Etta baking a cake this afternoon? Etta is a girl. So yes, she is. No, she isn't. Has Rosita watered the plants already? Has, so has. Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Give short answers. This one is the same, short answers, okay? Of course, the answers are already given to you if you have this book. Who informed the teachers about the celebration? Inform has an ed, so you must change to did. The head prefect did. But if you have are, then you remain are. If the verb has s, you change to does. But if you see the word should, your answer remains should. So who informed, I repeat, the teachers about the celebration? The head prefect did. How many of you are joining the motivation camp? 18 of us are, because the question is are, so your answer is are. Who teaches science in your brother's school? Mr. Kana does. Why is the answer does? Because the verb has an S. If the verb has no S, teach, then your answer is do. If the verb is a past tense, then you change to did. Who should attend the meeting? All the members should. Can you see? Should, are. If ed, did. If es or s, does. If it's the base form, then it is do. Who would who would sweep the school compound? The gardener would. So would, answer would. Is, answer is. Past tense, answer did. Past tense, answer did. Past tense, answer did. Must, same, must. Is, same, is. Talk has an ed, so change to did. Collects has s, so change to does. Will. The verb has s, so you change it to does. Which motorcycle is yours? The red one is, so don't forget the is. Who taught you to make a kite? My brother did. Why do I use did? Because taught is the past tense. How many scouts went for the camping trip? 20 of them did. Why did? Because when is the past tense. How many of you cleaned the classroom? 8 of us did. Can you see? Past tense, so you need did. Who must throw the rubbish away? Must. So Afendi must. Which wallet is Fizzle's? The black one is. Here you have is, so your answer, remember to follow. The answer would be is. If you ask a should, your answer is should. If you ask with a must, the answer is a must. Okay? Which girl talked the most? The girl sitting beside or next to the window did. Why did? Because talk has ed. The question itself has an ed. Who collects the exercise books in the morning? Our class monitor does. Here the verb has an S, so your answer should be does. Who will close all the windows and doors? Megat and Falk will. So the question has a will, your answer should have a will as well. Who owns the big bungalow on top of the hill? Mr. Yang does. Can you see owns has an S, so your answer, you need to use does. So remember modal verbs. Modal verbs are like can, could, shall, should, will, would, must, may, might. If you have these 9 words, then your answer will be the same. So your answer can, could, shall, should, should, will, would, must, may, might. But if the question does not have these 9 words, it directly starts with a verb. Then you have to look at the verb. If the verb has an ed, your answer is did. If the verb has an s, your answer is does. If the verb is the base form means to say the verb has no s, no ed, no ing, your answer is do. Alright, so I'm sure you understand. And these 3-word answers or short answers, as well as this, all these, as I said, are used for speaking. For writing, it is necessary to write the sentence. But for speaking, we can use the shortest form that there is. Okay? So, I have already finished lesson 39. And this book has 40 lessons. So that is to say, we have 1 more lesson to go. Lesson 40. I will finish lesson 40 in 1 video, because I'm planning to pick out some sentences and explain, and I will finish the whole book. I will not do like now, every question. Okay, because I think you know that punctuation covers big and small letters. So for names of people, animals, things and places, we need to put capital letters. Okay, the rest, punctuation covers like exclamation mark, comma, full stop, open and close inverted commas. That I will, I will run through with you, but I will not go question to question. Okay, so after lesson 40, what happens? Finish. And the worst thing is my book 3 is not even ready, although I have finished book 2. I have a long way to go, book 3, truly, because I have not done anything about it. Plan, but not doing it. Actually, I have my plans like every day I will do how many every day, but it never materializes. I just didn't do it, can't do it, or don't do it, whichever. But then there are things on the way, Once I have finished this book, I will answer questions that some of you put in the comment section. For example, I have students, I have someone who asked me what is the proper arrangement for adjectives? For example, big blue car or blue big car. Is it big blue car or blue big car? So that I will teach in my next video after lesson 40. There is someone who requested me to teach prefixes and suffixes. That means adding words in front. For example, encircle. For example, broaden. So it's broad, but it becomes broaden. Circle, encircle. So putting words in front and behind. So I have someone who requested I will teach. I can't teach in the middle because I'm teaching my book. I'm uploading chapter to chapter, chapter by chapter. So I can't in the middle suddenly, oh, somebody asked me about prefixes and suffixes, so now I'm going, suddenly I teach. I can't. Although you can see that my video is not really properly arranged, because suddenly I have people asking, oh, how to answer Moet? What am I going to do? I'm sitting for the Moet, but I'm not attending school. I'm an adult, I'm working, but I need Moet. So I was thinking, if I were to ask that person to wait until I have finished my book, it's going to take a long time. So okay, in between the chapters, I have Moet coming in. So you can see that my YouTube channel is not that properly organized. I have no choice because students are, they need to sit for the Moet, and they need to know how to do it. So I'm willing to share and teach. So as such, in between my lessons in this book, I started to upload Moet. So of course the next one I will be teaching IELTS. IELTS is for people, IELTS is an international language, International English Language Testing System, IELTS. It is for people who want to go overseas, like Commonwealth countries like Singapore, Canada, or New Zealand, or Australia, or England. They want to further their studies there, or they want to migrate there. So they need to, sit for the IELTS. So I will teach IELTS in my YouTube channel. I teach you how to answer the questions, how to score, so that if you need to sit for the paper, you can go to my YouTube channel to learn. And after that, I will see what I can teach. I will. So of course, it does not mean that this book I have finished uploading and therefore you won't see me again in YouTube channel. No, you will see me. Okay? So do give me a like, share, and subscribe. I will see you again in our last chapter, last lesson, punctuation. Goodbye.